Hello everyone, and yesterday night I discovered something absolutely horrific, but at the same time kind of brilliant in its almost spectacular nymphomaniacal style. Mattress Girl, aka Emma Sulkowicz, has released what can only be described as either a porno or a sex tape to those of us who are sane in the mind, and performance art to the likes of her and the sex negative social justice warriors. Now, you may be thinking, no way, impossible, how? But listen, okay, this is 2015 where crazy nymphomaniacal attention whores like Emma Sulkowicz, for example, can become famous by shouting and crying rape in basically just destroying the meaning behind that word in the name of personal greed. Now, this video is just something else. It is so... You know what? I'll tell you near the end of the video. I will tell you about it much later on, but it's the stuff before it. This little trigger warning that she's put in place just before you watch the video that is most interesting, because it really is a through the keyhole look in the mind of a social justice warrior such as herself. So without further ado, let's read it. And she goes on to say, trigger warning. The following text contains allusions to rape. Everything that takes place in the following video is consensual but may resemble rape. Now, when I do describe the video itself, because I'm not sure if I can even link this video to you on YouTube without getting flagged, so I'll just put the title of the video and you can look it up on Google. It should still be there, and we'll get to the title in a minute. In fact, the whole trigger warning doesn't even have a title. Like there's some A line S S T, whatever this means. So let's carry on anyway. It's not a reenactment, but may seem like one. If at any point you are triggered or upset, please proceed with caution and or exit this website. However, I do not mean to be prescriptive, for many people find pleasure in feeling upset. Okay, immediately, as soon as again, when I describe the video, you will realise that quickly this is not what she's saying it is, okay? There's nothing but lies and craziness in this forward, okay? And basically, this is a reenactment, okay? Once you see the video itself, you will know that she's just basically doing this for attention, and that this is probably her trying to milk what little attention she still has left. Ceci n'est pas un viol, she continues, is not about one night in August 2012. I assume Ceci n'est pas un viol is the title. I'm not good at French, but the translation that I found on Google means this is not rape. Now, I don't know if she's basically having some kind of ironic, sarcastic gesture towards us, or she's genuinely batshit crazy and this is a serious title. If so, enough said. It's about your decision starting now. It's only a reenactment if you disregard my words. I'm sorry, but the only words that we disregard is that you said a rape had occurred, when we all know, and the evidence is absolutely foolproof, that you were not raped, and that you basically had sex that you regretted, and you decided to throw this guy's reputation and his life through the mud just so you could have some personal gratification and fulfill this weird fantasy of yours and to get as much attention as possible. It's about you, not him. Do not watch this video if your motives would upset me. My desires are unclear to you, or my nuances are indecipherable. Oh, what the hell does this mean? What does this mean? She's just talking bullshit right here. I'm sorry, but how's this about me? This is clearly about him and about you trying to get as much attention and possibly monies as possible. I mean, I think I have no desire to watch this, but I still did, just to see what the fuss was about. But your desires are very clear to us. Attention, attention, possibly money, attention, attention, attention. That's all you desire. And you're like the least nuanced person that I have seen. Like, you make even the most unnuanced social justice warrior nuanced in comparison. Anyway, she continues, you might be wondering why I've made myself this vulnerable. Look, I want to change the world, and that begins with you seeing yourself. You know, you're an art student, and you all want to change the world. But take it from a history student, you're never going to change the world, alright? You will never change the world because that's not your desire, that's not your goal. Your goal is for Emma Sulkowicz to be plastered on the nearest newspaper article, the next billboards, Emma Sulkowicz, rape survivor, artist extraordinaire, performance art special or something. That's what you want. You don't want to change the world. If the people above you want to change the world, they want to change, and already have done, changing the definition of rape to include what happened to you and Paul Nunguesser. When any sane person realised, no, it's not. But anyway, let's continue. If you watch this video without my consent, then I hope you reflect on your reasons for objectifying me and participating in my rape. For in that case, you were the one who couldn't resist the urge to make ceci n'est pas un viol about what you wanted to make it about. Rape. Whoa. Steady on there. Hold on a sec, love, alright? We're not objectifying you. You're the one who posted a porno onto the web in a free forum, and you're complaining to us that we're objectifying you? You're objectifying yourself. You want us to look at your naked body, and some of us will look at the guy as well, but, you know, whatever. I mean, why would you want to look at him? The guy's ugly, and you're nothing special either. I mean, don't worry guys, I'll describe the video in a minute. I know I'm teasing you right now. And how are we participating in your non-existent rape? If anything, we're participating in your fantasy la-la land. If anything, you're kidding yourself if you think we're participating in anything. I mean, you're the one who's throwing this video out and saying it's not about rape when it clearly is. But really, when we get down to it, and I'll say it in a minute, that's not the case whatsoever. And she continues, please don't participate in my rape, watch kindly. Next. A special thank you to everyone who made ceci n'est pas un viol possible, especially my actor whose name has been censored. For obvious reasons, he doesn't want to be associated with this girl or this video. He's probably thought, oh shit, what have I done? I've just had sex with this stupid girl who's crazy, and I don't want my name attached to this. Or and I will get to this in a minute, and maybe he doesn't know he is an actor. My director, Ted Lawson, someone actually directed this shit. I'm sorry, I refuse to believe that someone would go out their way to direct your sex tape. But then again, if this guy's a white knight and he's hoping to get something in return, I'm obviously not surprised at all. And those I love who have guided and supported me, yeah, I'm sure you love them very, very much, and I'm sure they supported you absolutely wholeheartedly, you know. I just can't believe this is happening right now. Fucking hell. Here are a few questions to help you reflect. What am I going to reflect on? The fact you're crazy? Searching. Are you searching for proof? Proof of what? I'm not searching for proof of anything. You've laid all the proof out that you're crazy and that clearly nothing happened and you're just an attention whore. Are you searching for ways to either hurt or help me? No, I'm not actually. I'd rather not help people like you. You are beyond help. And I would not want to hurt you at all. I'm coming through this at a rather distant kind of attitude, even though I really just would rather not be wasting my time right now. What are you looking for? Feck all. The only reason I looked for this is because I heard it off one YouTuber, and I've done a video about you before, so it only made sense to make a sequel. Desiring. Do you desire pleasure? I've not had it for months. Hell yes I do, although Judging by this video, I think I should just go to Pornhub. Do you desire revulsion? Is this to counteract your unconscious enjoyment? Look, I am not repulsed by this in any way. And I did not have any unconscious enjoyment. I only had a semi-on. This was the most shittest porn video I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen really shit ones before. What do you want from this experience? My 4 minutes back from watching that terrible video. That's what I want back. And also the other minutes that I spent just reading this bullshit. I didn't even read it when I got to the video beforehand. Me. See that? Hey, you know, it's all me. Look at me. Alright? How well do you think you know me? Have we ever met? We have never met. You're 3,000 miles away. Do you think I'm the perfect victim or the world's worst victim? What does that even mean? That is a fucking loaded question. That is so full of emptiness and bullshit. I'm not even going to attempt to answer that. You know what? I will, because that's what I'm here for and what you're seeing me here for. You are neither. You are a fake. You are someone who lies to get attention. That's what you are. You are the perfect and worst liar. Incredible, isn't it? Do you refuse to see me as either a human being or a victim? If so, why? Is it to deny me agency and thus further victimize me? If so, what do you think of the fact that you owe your ability to do so to me, since I'm the one who took a risk and made myself vulnerable in the first place? What did you make yourself vulnerable to? Shit posting? That's all you've made yourself vulnerable to. And I'm not the one who's denying you agency. You've definitely not denied yourself agency. The only people who've denied you agency are the very SJWs and feminists that leapt onto your defence the moment your big story broke. And trust me, nobody's victimising you or anything. They're lampooning you because you're just a disgrace right now, love. Do you hate me? If so, how does it feel to hate me? Look, 99% of us don't hate you. I don't hate you. We dislike you very, very much. There is a difference. Also, we do hate what you've done to Paul Nunguesser and what you've done to real rape victims who do not deserve people like you dragging their names through the mud too. You didn't just drag one man's name through the mud. You just dragged the whole problem into even more murkier waters than it was before. You are a disgrace. And basically, that's why some people may hate you. But you can't see that because all you see is attention, and that's good. You know, bad publicity is good publicity to you, isn't it? But it's funny because this whole video, all it just shows is you are intentional, and it's great material for Paul Nunguesser's lawyer to use in court. I mean, you're screwed. You can't say that you are a victim, and then people will see this and they'll say, really? Really? So now I'm going to discuss the video. It's kind of a review almost, you know. I mean, I don't usually review porn or performance art, you know, whatever she calls it, but I might as well. So basically, I only watched 4 minutes of it because it's so boring. It's really just the worst amateurish shit I've ever seen. Like, I know amateur porn is a genre in and of itself, but this is terrible. Like, I've seen some good stuff and I've seen some bad stuff, but this just takes the pie for the worst porno / sex tape I've ever seen. Kim Kardashian would be like, shit girl, come on, you could do better than that. So anyway, they walk in to her room and the mattress is there, you know, the actual mattress that made her famous in the first place is there, with no sheets on, funnily enough. I don't know what that's meant to mean. And then they walk in and they start initiating it and all, and immediately you see that this guy's like the most ugliest porn actor I've ever seen. Like, I've seen some pretty ugly ones, yet he takes the cake, but you can't see his face. And when I mentioned that his name was blanked out, and all you see is just like asterisks, I wonder if he actually knows he's been filmed and she's not just picked some guy up and fucked him. I mean, she could just be using that fake agent style kind of filming where they just, you know, blur the guy's face out and you see the girl. But, you know, I won't be surprised if he didn't know, because this is what this woman is like, and that's technically illegal, you know. So they have sex, gets a bit rough. She says, hit me, and he hits her. And they have a bit of strangly kind of stuff, you know, that stuff that people who like rough sex do. And apparently that's reenacting a rape. this is 21st century Earth, people, where rough sex is now rape. Incredible. I turned it off after 4 minutes because it was just terrible. It was everything she said it wasn't, okay? And I could say more, but there's not a whole lot to say after this, because ultimately it's just someone trying to milk what reputation she has left in the media and on the internet. You know, she's just trying to get that little bit more attention than she had when everything kicked off. Face it, this is like the death throes of someone having their 15 minutes of fame up, you know. Anyway, this has been Charming Man 93. Like and share the video, drop a comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you later.